Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we finished a suspension revalve on this 2023 Yamaha YZ250F. The 2023 YZ250F comes with a KYB SSS Gen 2 spring fork. This fork was first fitted to this bike in 2019. 2018, the 450 was the first one to receive the updated version of the very popular KYB SSS spring fork. In 2023, the Yamaha YZ450 received a major update and overhaul, and we believe in 2024 is when the YZ250F will follow suit. The YZ250F is also a very popular bike. It feels like a mini 450 with the amount of torque that it has and good low end pull, and also has very, very good stock suspension, just like the YZ450. This bike we revalved to the JBI suspension soft Moto / off-road Spec. This rider primarily rides out in Ocotillo Wells, Johnson Valley, and open desert type areas where he's often riding 3rd, 4th, and 5th gear high speeds, and he occasionally likes to ride the vet tracks at the local motocross tracks as well. So our JBI suspension soft Moto Spec is a setting that is more comfortable and plush than a standard Moto setting, and what you give up is a little bit more bottoming resistance. But for this rider, he's not doing much jumping or that big of impacts, so it is a very good trade for him. The added plushness and comfort will really pay off for the desert riding that he'll be doing, as the bike will feel a lot better over all the small bumps, rocks, ripples, roots, and rocks that you find while riding out in the desert. We also utilize firmer spring rates, as this customer is over 200 pounds and the stock springs are too soft. So the complete build for this bike was firmer springs front and rear to match the rider's weight, and then the JBI suspension revalve on the shock, again to our JBI suspension soft Moto / off-road setting, and also revalving the front forks to match. JBI has tested, tuned, and developed many other settings for these Yamaha YZ and YZF models, whether you're doing motocross, off-road, freestyle, supercross, arena cross, we have a setting for you. Another small detail of this build is the JBI titanium subframe bolts. These are very popular because the stock bolt sticks out really far past the frame, so instead of your boot sitting flush against the frame, it sits against the frame and also gets pushed by the stock bolt this way, so away from the frame. The JBI titanium bolt sits flush with the frame, actually just slightly recessed behind it, so that way when you rest your boot and squeeze the bike, the bolt will no longer be protruding past. Also, the fitment is a lot better, as the bolt no longer sticks past the frame like the OEM bolt does. Soon we will have JBI titanium upper subframe bolts and seat bolts to match as well. We did the same thing on the other side. I also made the diameter of the bolt head a little bit wider than the stock bolt, so that way when the bolt is clamping down onto the subframe surface, it is clamping down over more area and giving us a stronger and better clamp, or let's say fasten, since it is a fastener. These can be found at ridejbi.com. They are $20 for the set. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.